Okay, this was my first ever time doing a speedrun, so I was really nervous, and I've never even really beat the Ender Dragon like that. So yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I still don't. So I don't know why I'm trying to be all speedrunning and trying to show what I'm doing. But okay, I joined into the world and it's a completely random seed and then I saw a freaking village. So I started punching a tree and like, okay, I need to get over to that village. What I really should have done is not punch the tree at all and just headed over to the village and punch the trees at the village with the logs. But it's okay. I get this and then I make myself a crafting table. And my crafting is not the fastest, guys. My crafting is really, really bad. So, yeah, I suck at that. I really suck. But bear with me, I am very new at this. Also, I didn't realize for the longest time that I had my mini map on, but I will turn it off in a little while because I don't want to use that to look for lava. Um, Here I start going over to the village. I see this librarian, and I gotta check out what kind of trade he has. He doesn't have anything good. I start punching the stone here, because that's what I see um, YouTubers always do, speedrunners. They always just grab the stone from the buildings, so that's what I did, because I'm trying to mimic them, I guess. I've seen a few speedrunning videos, and I was like, oh, I can definitely do that. No, no. Um, I mean, it's already been around 2 minutes, and by this time, some speedrunners would have already been like getting into the nether or something like that, and I'm like just getting my tools. So I got a stone hoe so I could get the hay bales that I knew would be in the village, and I got these books for no fucking reason. That's just me thinking like, oh, books, they're completely handy, but there's no reason for you to need books in a speedrun. I started grabbing some beds, which I was thinking maybe I could bed bomb the dragon. So that's why I grabbed these. And I see this iron golem, so I pull her up and I start hitting him. And this iron golem took forever to kill, actually. So I start trying to crit him. I don't really know how to crit, so as you can see, all of these are weak attacks. But I'm trying, and it dies. Uh, and I got 5 pieces of iron from that, even though I didn't check right then. Start getting the hay bales. I was really nervous at this point. I was like low-key shaking because I was like, okay, I need to hurry. I need to get into the nether right now. I thought that was, that's the first thing that you gotta do in speedruns. You get your stuff from a village, you go into the nether, you get um, your places, and you get your ender pearls, and then you go and beat the ender. But here I started grabbing some more wool because I think maybe I'll need some more beds, and I didn't want to have my whole inventory be beds, so I just grabbed the wool so I can make it into beds in the future, which is honestly really a waste of time. 'Cause I'm not sure how many beds I even needed, so, but I'm grabbing some more wool. And I grabbed a lot more, cobble, I grab more resources, things that I need. Spending a lot of time just getting things because I am not a pro fighter at Minecraft at all. It's been 4 minutes now, and girl is taking her sweet old time doing stuff. I'm making myself some food. That was a really good thing to do there. I'm also just like judging what I've been doing and trying to analyze what I could do better. I grabbed some more beds. I shouldn't have gone through each of these houses and searched for them. I was trying to see if there was a good chest that maybe I could get some armor or something like that in, but I went out of my way to reach for these houses and there was nothing in them. So then I was just like, there's nothing in here and I need to go um look for a lava pool. I grabbed some more hay because I thought maybe the food that I already had wasn't enough. So I just realized I still had a whole stack of A in my inventory and grab some more wood. Yeah, I always be grabbing that wood, which would have been really handy in the future if I had grabbed even more uh, cobblestone, but I did not. That's a little foreshadowing. So I start trekking. I start thinking maybe over here in this plains there's gonna be um, a lava pool, and around here I accidentally hit my end, and I see that there's a lava pool nearby. Oh, yeah, I start grabbing some gravel here. Start thinking ahead because I'm a smart girl, and I grab 4 gravel, and I place it down and start to grind it till I get a flint for my flint and steel. Flint and steel. That's just cringe. But here I am. I get it really quickly, which is really good. I didn't have to like dig it like 500 times. And around here, I think I'm gonna accidentally click M. Um, but we'll see. I'm just kind of exploring, trying to look around for a lava pool. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm making myself some tools. I'm making I don't know how to make a freaking shield. Apparently, I do know how to make a shield. It's just easier to do it that way, you guys. I do know how to make that. I've been playing Minecraft for like I don't fucking know 10 years. I don't know if I should swear. I mean, it's fine. Okay. Oh, and see, there I accidentally hit it. And I'm like, what just happened? Okay, and then I saw it and I was just like, okay, I'll go there. Which is a little bit of cheating, but I was also giving myself, good grace because I've never speedrun anything before. And here I see that there's another village in the back, and I start getting ready to make my nether portal. And I have never done the speedrunning method. I have seen a lot of videos on it. I know the kind of gist of it, but I have never done it before. So here I start gathering up some more blocks because I need them to make this. I turned down my volume because the lava was really loud for me. Um, I get even more blocks because I'm like, this isn't gonna work, and I know it's all gonna spill out into the lava, so I'm just gonna cover it all. That's what I did. Then I needed a shovel to get some dirt. This took me a long time. Then I killed a sheep. I covered it all up. I put the lava, I put the water down, and then I started trying to make the city. And then I was like, oh wait, this isn't working. And then I realized I have to move the water down one more. That's what I did, and it started working, but not on the other side. So I really don't know what I did wrong here. I thought I did it like how all the other speedrunners do it, but then I made another. And I really messed it up, but I still had lava left over, so I knew it would be fine. But the sun started going down, and I was like, okay, I really need to get into the nether. So I started getting it ready, and there it was. I kind of extinguished my water with the obsidian, and I got ready to light my portal. And there we go, into the nether in 8 minutes. Actually, it was more than that, because that's just with the speeding up. It was definitely more like, I don't know, you guys can see the timer. Hopefully I can put a timer. I'll at least put it at the end of how much the actual speedrun was. And here I'm eating some food because I'm like, okay, I just made it to the nether. I can't, like, be low. Let me get myself some stuff. What I didn't realize at this point is I have no stone. Do you see that axe? It's very low. It's a very low axe. So, we'll have to see how we deal with this. So I'm ready to explore. I hear a ghast, so I'm a little bit cautious. I see that there's an open space down here, so I'm like, I'm gonna take it. Yep, and then it drops down into open space, and I start trying to explore. I thought this was a basalt delta at first, and I was like, oh shit, I don't want to be there, but it's Soul Sand Valley. Which is still really shitty, because there's lots of skeletons there. And when you saw me pause, I was taking a screenshot of my quartz. My portal quartz. So I start exploring, and it's really painful to traverse through this if you don't have soul speed boots. Um, I'm like trying to do that thing where speedrunners place a block underneath them, but I fail. Each time I fail. I get one. I get one. Sometimes I can do it, but it's usually when I'm just like playing by myself. I was really nervous about all of this, so I was just like, I don't even know what to do. So I'm making some pretty big jumps here. That doesn't look like I can make that jump on camera, but I can, I swear. Um, so I keep trying to explore. It's all just salt. Not basalt, soul sand. And I hate the soul sand. I'm like, I need to get out of here. Start taking some more fall damage, and I know that there's skeletons nearby. See that ghast? I'm like, I don't want to fight with that ghast. I don't want to get with that ghast right now, so I take the skeleton. Yeah, the gas hits me, and I'm like, I need to get out of there. I have 3 hearts. I know there's a skeleton right there. It hits me. My shield up. I'm like, this is not happening. I am not about to die as soon as I get to the nether. So I take it very cautious, getting as close to him as possible, blocking, and I killed him. I think I got a pretty good hit on him at the last bit there. So then I keep eating and exploring, keep walking around. I thought that this was Blackstone at first, but then I realized it's just Assault. I try to look for more open space. I see that this is all just closing in, so I go up here because I know that there's more space up here. So I go up, and I am running out of blocks. I am running out of blocks. I am trying to go towards that Crimson Forest because I know that it'll be more likely for a fortress to be there. So I keep trying to go towards it. I take a big fall damage here. I'm used to having, like, feather falling maximum on everything. So yeah. And then I saw that there was a pig right there, and I knew that this guy was chasing me. Right there, I thought that was the fortress right in front of me, so I got super excited. But it was not. And then, yep, a skeleton just hits me out of nowhere, so I use this as a pillar. Try and fight him. I'm trying to check for the fact that there's piglins around and stuff like that. So I go down here, trying maybe see if I could see another fortress, but I could not. I thought maybe if I kept going that way, the way that I'm looking, I could find it, but it took me a while to get there. I just beat this part up because I had to grab some more blocks and get myself up to speed. I broke my pickaxes, and everything was starting to break at this point. I realized that the tools that I had were not good for the nether, especially not good for mining all the netherrack that is needed. I turned my render distance up, but then I realized it's already all the way up, so I can't even see anymore than I already do. So I almost fall right there, and I keep trying to track. I see the fact that there's a piglin. I turn back to try and be like, maybe I can actually go this way, but then I'm like, nah, fuck it. I can't go this way. I have to go the way that I know that there's gonna be a fortress. I try and take it the sneaky way around to not interact with any mobs that may be up there, so I can't get them angry. Because, yeah. And there's that hoglin that is chasing after me. I stack up because I knew he was still chasing after me. Because these little bitches love to chase after you for forever. So, I start killing him. And I really wish I knew how to do crits, but I don't. Okay. Here I start bridging. Very suspicious bridging, honestly. But it's the bridging that we're doing. So I start getting over to this area over here, and I'm like, this looks promising. This feels like there should be another fortress somewhere around. So I start looking around, and I think I thought that I saw the fortress. I'm like looking around, trying to see. Because I had this sense that it should be somewhere around here. So I keep exploring. That guy gets mad at me. And I block myself in. I eat some food. I struggled to get out of this, as I do with a lot of other situations with mobs, that I was not prepared by coming in here naked wearing nothing. Like, I really should have gotten some more armor. But then my freaking axe broke right there in the middle of fighting him, so I have to make a wooden one because I don't have any stone anymore. And I'm really stressing. I'm like, I need to find this fortress because I'm not gonna have any tools to freaking kill the blazes once I get there. So I see some gold and I'm like, I need to get myself armor. I'm wearing this armor right now. So I get some gold right here, but it's only enough for 2 ingots. So, I wish I hadn't, like, taken out my crafting table to make those 2 little ingots, and I just waited to get the rest of them. I am looking around for more gold. I think that it's better than just cross around than to block up for them. So I just cross. I don't know why I decided to use soul sand as a building block, because it's literally the worst thing. But I jump down, and then I grab the gold that is over there. I keep looking for that fortress. I have my tingly sense that this fortress is somewhere around here. I really wish I knew how to do the pie chart with all these things. But I wish I had found a bastion too. That would have been really fun if I had found a bastion. Here I'm getting all of the gold, and I'm just really stressing at this point because I need this gold. I don't have any tools, really. So, and I hadn't realized the fact that I had a wooden pickaxe in my inventory still. So I could have used that one instead of this golden pickaxe, but it's okay. I'm going up, and I'm looking around. Looking around, I'm looking around. And then I see it. I see it! I see it, you see my excited little mouse clicks. I'm like, this is the leg of it. This is the back of the frickin' fortress. I just found the back of a fortress, and a really good time, I feel like, for finding a fortress. So I start trying to dig in, and then I'm like, this is not the correct way to do it. And I just started hitting some random blocks, and I'm like, where's the fortress? Honestly, if I had gone more up, I probably would have found some type of pathway. But my pickaxe broke, and I was just like, I need to find like a more accessible way. And once again, I crapped my wooden pickaxe when I already have one in my inventory. This is what happens when you get all nervous and excited. So I am trying to find another way to get into the Nether Fortress and find the Blaze spawner. Because I know that that is where the goods are. So I'm slowly trying to make my way up. And I get the Terrible Fortress achievement. So cool. I fight a little Skelly. He is really owning me right now, but I'm like, I am not about to die to the Skelly. As soon as I make it to the fortress, I cannot die to skeletons. It's a fact. Skeletons, I hate them. And then he hits the piglin, and he kills him for me. And I literally told this piglin that I loved him. But you guys can't hear that. But I was literally telling him that I loved him for killing that skelly for me. Because I appreciated that a lot. I'm clearing out my inventory. I have like 1,000 things in here. And I've got that piglin watching my back. I know I'm good. So I take my good old time clearing it out. And I eat, and then I'm gonna make myself my way over to the Blaze spawner. So I try to keep exploring around this fortress. This is a big fortress. I have never explored a fortress like this before. So I start trying to knock off each corridor. So I mark down the fact that I've already been there with a block. I keep going. I'm also very wary of skeletons. I check all of these chests, hoping for diamonds, hoping for iron, if there even is a thing that can... Is that even a thing that can spawn in fortresses, iron? I don't even know, but I know diamonds can. I was really hoping for armor, diamonds, but I was met with another dead end. There were a lot of dead ends in this fortress, and I saw that there was some wither skeletons spawning, and I am not about to fight a wither skeleton head on and get, withering and die. So I am taking the easy way out and just hitting their feet. I am attracting them over to me and hitting their little feet. And this is really what's gonna be happening a lot, because there's a lot of these guys. But actually not as many as you would think. And the most craziest luck, RNG thing, most planned thing happens here, so you're gonna want to keep watching. Because this is just crazy. I have no clue what kind of luck this is, and you probably already know by my excitement what's gonna happen when... What is that? A whole head right there. Spooky, scary skeleton. And in such a short amount of time, I literally killed 2 withers and I got a head. When does that ever happen? But then, what you're gonna see, it's even crazier what happens next. I'm trying to hook. But see, look at this. This is insane. Minecraft has never given me this kind of look before, but another freaking head. And you see the fact that I'm shocked as heck here. I'm like, is that another head? And it was another head. And I have no clue why Minecraft was trying to tell me to beat the wither, but that was not the goal this time, so that was pretty crazy, you know? So I try to get this other skeleton that I knew was over here. I try to fight him and try to keep on with exploring and trying to find a blaze. I hear that there's mobs nearby, so I keep trying to keep a lookout. It would have been crazy if you dropped a head too, huh? But they did not. It would have been cool though. I start getting some more blocks, and now this is no longer in the speedrun category, you guys. We are 22 minutes in. It's no longer speedrunning. But I see a blaze. And I'm like, okay, I need to get that blaze. I know that this is what I need to do. So I try and shield and make my way over to it. But I'm pretty strong, so I beat this guy. Though, I did get almost beat up by some wither skeletons, but I made it through. There was a wither skeleton hanging right behind him. Can't really see it with the sped up version. But there was, and it was really annoying. I do have to speed it up because it's way too slow if I show you all these fighting scenes and all these scenes of me going through each corridor. Crafting some more tools. Trying to make sure I have at least a weapon to fight blazes with, because I had just fought that blaze with a wooden axe. Breaking some more blocks, and I get some gold ingots right here. I turn it into a chest plate, which was very much something that I needed. I needed some more armor. And keep exploring. I realize that this doesn't look like it's an actual dead end, so I keep exploring through this way. Just more corridors and corridors. I keep trying to explore. I see another blaze, and I try to fight it. I get it. I still haven't gotten my first rod yet. But I look into this chest and I see diamonds, and this was a godsend. I felt so grateful, and I was like, yes, I get to have a weapon that isn't wood. I felt so happy that I could have something that wasn't wood in my inventory, especially diamonds. So I kept going, grabbed my blocks, kept exploring, trying to see if this led anywhere, and it did not. So I turned back and keep trying to look for that blaze spawner. I knew that most likely the blaze spawner would be on somewhere on the top, so that's where I was trying to stay, but also knew that maybe if I just walked through a random corridor it would be there, which is what I, eventually found it doing that, obviously, because if you just keep walking, eventually you'll find it. But it did take me a while to find this blaze spawner. I started looking outside. I was like, let me get on top, see if I can see some blazes. I did see one, so I tried getting closer to it. I tried checking if there was a spawner up there, because it kinda looked like the shape of a spawner, but it was not. I go over here, try and fight this guy. He catches me on fire, so we start fighting, but he starts getting over the edge. And at this point, I'm like, even if I do kill him, I'm not gonna get the blaze rods, so I'm just gonna run. I think no, he does not catch us. Here I stop trying to build up and trying to get inside of whatever this corridor is, but then I realize that this isn't really going anywhere, and I hear lava popping all around me. So I was like, I actually don't want to dig into lava right now. Which was good that I didn't keep going straight up, because I felt like I would have. So I look around and I see that there's like fire over there. I try to go over there, see if maybe there's some blazes. I keep exploring. Then I see another blaze, and I'm gonna go for it because I need that blaze. And I finally get my first rod. My first rod as a speedrunner. That was amazing. After 3 blazes, what kind of drop rate is that? And then I realized that I've already been here, so I keep trying to track, and I realized I haven't been down this corridor, so I had blocked it off. So then I go out, and I start looking around, and then I see it. I see the blaze spawner. I see the fight that is there, and I try to go over to it, and I am ready to fight these guys. I am so ready. I start banging on them. I'm like, okay, I can take them. I can take them. And then I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, I'm on fire. Then another one hits me, and then I die. So that wasn't my most successful speedrun ever, but it was my first time speedrunning. So that is what happened. That is what I did. And then I freaked out really hard trying to go into F5 mode and just took a bunch of screenshots. But that was it. That's me being a speedrunner. Yeah, a whole 30 minutes. You enjoyed.